All right, we are live. It is 1 minute away from 10 o'clock. Everyone's here. Welcome. I'm V. Good morning, everyone. How are we feeling? Good. Alrighty, I am live streaming today, so that's why that phone is there. They can't see you, but they will see me. Anyone's first time doing yoga? Yeah. Okay. First time doing yoga too? Both of you? Oh, just you? Just first time here. Oh, just first time here. Okay. Well, welcome. Don't be nervous or anything. It is going to be very at your own pace. I encourage everyone to just do what their body allows. There's no pressure to look like anyone or to pose a certain way or anything. You make it your own practice. If there's a pose that you would like to skip it. If there's a time you want to just relax on your mat, that's welcome as well. Alrighty, so no pressure. So we are going to get started on our backs. Go ahead and get there. Settle into your mat. Arms and legs can come out long, or if you have any lower back issues or it brings you more comfort, you can keep your feet planted onto your mat and let the knees fall in together. Go ahead and let your body come in contact with your mat. Clear your mind and just fully arrive in this moment. Let's all empty out our lungs together. And slowly inhale through the nose. Keep the lips sealed and exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Keep those inhales and exhales flowing. And start to let them deepen. Taking a longer inhale, letting the chest belly rise. And a longer exhale, fully emptying out. And continue that movement on your own. And today's focus is going to be change. And changing your life now. This very moment is your moment of change. As you lay here, you have the choice to shift an old dynamic that you don't like and step into something new. If you wish to change, begin now. Choose one small detail. Give up one habit. Do one thing that you've been putting off. Have that difficult conversation. Or make that phone call. Whether we like it or not, change happens in every moment of our lives. And when you join in, you are part of that greater flow of life. So choose to participate. Make the small change that has the potential to initiate a cascade of other things. It only takes one small action. And choose to begin now. Let's seal that up with one deep breath in through the nose. Let the chest and belly rise. Pause when you reach the top. Open the mouth, exhale. Let it go. Once more, inhale through the nose, filling all the way up. Pause when you reach the top. Feel that sensation. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Return back to your normal breath. Inhale, reach the arms above the head. Let the backs of the hands fall onto your mat or the ground. Point the toes opposite direction. Take a nice good morning stretch. Let the lower back lift off of the mat. Exhale, fall back into your mat. One more good morning stretch. Inhale, arms reach up, toes point opposite direction. Lower back lifts. Exhale, sink back down into your mat. Leave those arms reaching above the head. And walk both wrists over to the right corner of your mat. Walk the feet over to the right corner of your mat. Legs can cross if that's comfortable for you. Taking on this nice banana shape. Stretching out the left side of your body. And breathe. Walk the hands and feet back to center. Stay for the inhale and the exhale. And then walk the hands over to the left, feet to follow. Option to cross the legs if that feels good to you. Stretching out the right side of the body. And breathe. Inhale the arms and legs back to center. Take one more nice good morning stretch. And on your exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Take some gentle rocks from side to side. Giving your lower back a little massage. Rotate the knees to make tiny circles on the ceiling. Switch directions. Plant both feet onto the mat. Walk the heels in enough to where you can graze your fingertips along them. Heels firmly planted into the ground. On your exhale, lift the hips up to the sky. Engage through the glutes. Exhale, lower down. Let the knees fall over from one side to the other, taking a nice windshield wiper motion. Knees come back to center. Heels press through the mat. Lift the hips. Squeeze. Lower the hips down to the mat. Let the knees windshield wiper side to side. Knees back to center. Send the hips high one last time and hold. Lower the hips down, hug the knees into the chest. Rock back and forth along the length of your spine. Keep on rocking. Take about 8 to 10 rocks until you build up enough momentum to come up to a comfortable seat. And there is no rush to get there. And once you arrive, lengthen out through the spine. And inhale both arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold it over to the right. Right palm comes down, left palm reaches over. Opposite of me. Bring the left hand behind the left ear. Send that elbow back. On your exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold it over to the left. Left palm comes down, right palm reaches up and over. Right hand comes behind that right ear. Send that elbow back. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, both arms up to the sky and fold. Just let the body fall wherever it lands. Go ahead and just let the body hang. No need to pull yourself forward. Just relax right where you are. Start to walk the hands back up to the legs. Reach that right hand up and bring it on the outside of that left ear. Gently pull the neck towards the right and hold. Option to stay here, or you can walk the left hand out on the outside of your hip for a little bit more. You can go ahead and explore different sensations within the neck. You can lift the chin, bring the chin closer to the armpit. Just move it around and see what you feel. Any tightness or stiffness. Release that right hand down to the mat. Left hand comes on the outside of the right ear and pull it over to the left. Walk those fingertips out a little more if you want a little more stretch. And explore. Release that left palm, hands come to the knees, and start to make circles with the torso around the legs. Circles can be big or small. Rotate the opposite way. Get out any cracks or pops. Return back to center. Send the left leg out long. Plant the right foot on the inside of that left thigh. Left arm hugs that knee in. Right arm reaches up and back for a twist. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist deeper. Inhale back to center. Let that right knee fall out. Inhale the arms up to the sky. And exhale, fold towards that left thigh, leading with the chest. So think about your chest coming towards the top of that thigh. And breathe. Walk the hands back up to straighten out the spine. Right leg straightens out. Left foot plants on the inside of that thigh. Right hand hugs that knee in. Left arm reaches up and over for that twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist deeper. Inhale back to center. Let that left knee fall open. Arms reach up. And fold towards that right thigh. Walk the hands back up to straighten the spine. And make your way on over to a tabletop pose. Hands and knees on all fours. Keep the knees under the hips, wrists under shoulders. On your inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Cow pose. Exhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin for cat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, cat. Keep flowing using your own inhales and exhales. Really exaggerate the movements to get a deeper stretch. Dome out the back, push the ground away. There we go. And keep it flowing. Go ahead and settle back into that neutral spine. On your next inhale, right arm reaches up, chest opens for a twist. Exhale, thread the right arm behind the left, landing on that right shoulder. Thread the needle. And breathe. Press to that left palm, right palm reaches up for the sky, and plant it back down onto the mat. Stay for a breath here. Your next inhale, left arm reaches up, open up that chest, and thread the needle behind the right, landing on that left shoulder. Breathe. Press through that right palm, left palm reaches up for that twist, and plant back down onto the mat. Shifting into puppy pose, keep the hips stacked over the knees, walk the hands out, lower the chest and forehead down to the mat. If you'd like to deepen your stretch, you can land on the chin. Gives you that extra pull. From your puppy, scoop the chest forward, lowering the chest down to the mat. Elbows under shoulders, palms flat. Pull the heart forward for Sphinx. Engage through the glutes here to protect your lower back. Press the palms into the mat. Straighten the arms. They don't have to be completely straight, just to your level, whatever you like. Lower back down to the mat. Bring the hands on the outside of the chest. Press back up to tabletop. Bring the knees out about as wide as your mat. Big toes to touch. Child's pose. Sink the hips back to the heels. Forehead meets the mat. We're here for about 3 breaths. Child's pose is considered a resting pose. So take what you need here. If you need a sip of water, whatever brings you comfort. One more breath. Shift back up to tabletop. Tuck the toes under. Send the hips up to the sky for our first downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out the heels. Bend through both knees. Walk your dog. Find that stillness. And start to tiptoe the toes up to meet the hands, landing in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands come to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms and chest reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, flat back, tuck that chin. Plant the palms, step the right foot back, drop that back knee. Arms and chest rise, low lunge. Biceps by the ears. You may need to walk that foot forward a little bit to keep that ankle at least in line with the knee, not behind it. Left hip pushes back, right hip pulls forward. Hold. How are we feeling? Straighten that front leg for half splits. Hands come down. Lead with the chest. Breathe. Say good morning to that left hip, left hamstring. The front foot is flexed. Rebend into that left knee. Arms and chest rise. Low lunge. Plant the right palm down. Left palm reaches up. Twist. Left palm plants. Tuck the back toe. Step back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps between the palms. Drop that back knee. Low lunge. Plant the palms down. Step back, downward facing dog. Walk the toes up to meet the hands in a fold. Halfway lift. Tuck that chin. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Arms reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze the back muscles together. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. That is our sun style on the right side. We're going to do the left. Halfway lift. Plant the palms, left foot steps back, low lunge. Hold. Push that right hip back, left hip forward. Half split, straighten that front leg. Send your breath into the tension. Rebend that front knee, low lunge. Plant that left palm, right palm reaches up, twist. Right palm plants, step back, downward facing dog. Left palm steps through, left foot steps through. Drop that back knee, low lunge. And take as many steps as you need to get there. Plant the palm, step back, downward facing dog. You can walk, tiptoe, hop your way towards the top of the mat, landing in a fold. Halfway lift, flat back. And fold. Go ahead and stay here in your fold. Grab opposite elbows. And shift from side to side. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. And put a generous bend into the knees so the chest can come a little closer to the tops of the thighs. And just hang there. Releasing out any tension. Release the palms down. Straighten the legs. Put a slight bend into the left knee and reach the right arm up. Right knee bends, right hand comes down. Slight bend in that left knee, right arm reaches back up. Right knee bends, right hand comes down. Once more, bend into that left knee, right arm reaches up. Open up the chest. Right knee bends, right hand comes down. Switching sides, right knee bends, left arm opens up for a twist. Left knee bends, left hand comes down. Right knee bends, left arm reaches up. Left knee bends, left hand comes down. Once more, right knee bends, left hand. Left knee, left hand comes down. Slowly roll up through the spine, letting your head be the last thing to reach up. Take your time. Arms reach up towards the sky. Right foot steps back, high crescent. There's a generous bend in the front knee, a slight bend in that back knee. You're on the ball of those back toes. Pivot that back heel down. Arms open up, warrior two. Hold. Flip that front palm. Reach up about an inch. Reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches back. Right arm comes down that right leg. Come back to your warrior two. Pivot the toes once to the right. Arms reach up, star pose. Exhale, goddess squat, cactus the arms. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, goddess squat. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, goddess squat and hold. Hands come to the hips, straighten the legs, and fold. Here you can add in any free movement. Just explore, see what feels good to you. Bend through the knees. You can reach back. Take a moment to do what you need. Palms come to the center. Right arm reaches up for a twist. The right hip may pop out. You can leave it out, or if you want to put it back in line, you just press through that right foot to send it back. Right palm plants. Left hand reaches up. Same for the left hip. If it pops out, you can leave it there, or you can send it back by pressing through that left foot. Left hand lowers, hands come to the hips. Raise it on up to stand. You're facing this way. Toes pivot to the front of the mat. Arms reach up, back into that high crescent. Cactus those arms, squeeze the back muscles together. Interlace the fingers behind the back, puff up through the chest. And fold for humble warrior. The back heel can come down. You may need to walk your foot in a little closer if you need. Release the bind of the hands. Straighten that front leg. Another intense stretch for that hamstring. Right arm reaches up for a twist. Put a bend into that left knee. Right palm plants on the inside of that left foot. Left arm reaches up, twisting the opposite side. Plant the left palm, step back to plank. Drop the knees, drop the chest, drop the chin. Scoop the chest forward, press into the mat to lift the chest for upward facing dog. We meet in downward facing dog. Lower the knees down, child's pose. We're here for about 5 breaths. And again, our resting pose, take what you need here. I said we weren't going to sweat today, but, it happens. About 3 more breaths. Everyone feeling good? Good. One more breath. That was just the right side. To create balance, we have to do the left. We will meet in downward facing dog in 3. Take your time. 2. 1. Downward facing dog. Walk those feet up to meet the hands, landing in a fold. Inhale, arms and chest rise. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back. High crescent. Hold. Again, you're on the ball of those back toes. Bend in the front knee, slight bend in the back. Pivot that back heel down, open up to warrior 2. Hold. So here, the front heel is in line with that back arch. And there's a bend in that front knee. Flip the front palm over, reach it up, and reverse your warrior. Make it back to warrior 2. Pivot the toes towards the left. Star pose. Exhale, cactus, goddess squat. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, goddess squat. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Hands come to the hips and fold. Go ahead, take that free movement. Hands come to center. Right arm reaches up. Plant that right hand. Left arm reaches up. Left palm plants. Hands come to the hips. Raise it on up. Pivot the toes to the front of the mat, meeting in that high crescent. Exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze those back muscles. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Back heel can pivot down for a little more stability. Puff up through that chest. And fold. Arms rise behind your back. Release that bind of the hands. Straighten that front leg. And breathe into the stretch here. Left palm reaches up. Open up the chest. Twist. Rebend into the right knee. Left palm plants on the inside of the right foot. Right arm reaches up. It's a lot of twist in this class. Plant the palms down. Step back to plank. Drop the knees. Drop the chest. Drop the chin. Scoop it forward to your upward facing pose of choice. You can take a little cobra or full upward facing dog. We meet in downward facing dog. Lower the knees down, child's pose. And we're here for about 5 breaths. We have time to flow through that one more time on each side. I am going to speed it up a little bit and switch a little bit around. Add in a little bit more strength before we fully cool down. 3 more breaths. One more breath. And this is the moment of class where you decide if you're going to embrace change. Sometimes our minds can tell us no, we can't do it, but our body knows that we can. So are you going to embrace that change today? We meet in downward facing dog in 3, 2, 1. Let's make our way towards the top of the mat in that fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Right foot steps back, straight into that high crescent. Open it up, warrior 2. Flip that front palm, reverse your warrior. Back to warrior 2. Pivot the toes to the right. Star pose. Goddess squat. Hold. Lift up an inch, lower an inch. Lift up an inch, lower an inch. Keep going. Pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right heel lifts. Pulse it out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel lowers. Left heel lifts. Pulse it out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't hate me. Both heels lift. Pulse it out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs and fold. Go ahead and take that free movement. Feel that burn. Walk both hands over to the right leg, anywhere along the right leg, and bring the chest close to the thigh. It's getting a little warm. Walk the hands over to the left leg. Lead with the chest. Deep in that stretch. Hands come back to center. Rise on up to stand. Toes pivot towards the top of the mat. Back in that high crescent. Cactus those arms. Interlace the fingertips. Puff up through the chest. And fold. Pivot that back heel down. Release the bind. Straighten the front leg. Right arm reaches up for that twist. Rebend into that left knee. Right palm comes down. Left palm reaches up. Left palm comes down. Step back to plank. You can take your flow or skip your flow. Knees, chest, chin. Your upward facing pose of choice. We meet in downward facing dog. No break here. Left palm, left foot, step it through. Did we just do the left side? Right foot steps forward. Open up warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Back to warrior two. Pivot the toes to the left. Star pose. Goddess squat. Hold. Pulse it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right heel lifts. Pulse it out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that right heel. Left heel lifts. Pulse it out. I'm right here with you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels lift. Final time. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs and fold. Take that free movement of choice. Hands walk over to the left leg. Hands walk over to the right. Walk it back to center. Hands come to the hips. Raise it on up. Pivot the toes towards the front of the mat, meeting in that high crescent. Cactus the arms, interlace those fingers behind you. Puff up through the chest. And fold. Pivot that back heel down. Release that bind, straighten the front leg. Left arm reaches up. Rebend that right knee, left palm plants down, right palm opens up. Step back to plank, take a flow, skip a flow. We meet in downward facing dog. Lower the knees down to the mat. Bring the knees out wide. Big toes to touch. Send the hips back to the heels, child's pose. And breathe here. We're here for about 3 breaths. Staying in your child's pose, walk the palms over to the right corner of your mat. They can come off the mat. The hands can stack if you like. Hands come back to center. And walk the hands over to the left. Hands come back to center. Interlace the fingers together. Release the pointer and the thumbs. Bend through the elbows. Send the thumbs to the nape of the neck. Nice tricep stretch. Release those fingertips back down to the mat. We're going to do a little intuitive movement. Some body rolls. So from your child's pose, keep your chin tucked as you press up to tabletop. Keep the chin tucked the whole time. Once you reach the top, lift the chin, drop the belly. Keep it lifted as you send the hips back to your heels. Once you reach your lowest point, tuck that chin. Keep it tucked as you roll back up to tabletop. Drop the belly, lift the chin. Send the hips back. Making these wave-like motions. Tuck the chin when you reach the bottom. Roll through the spine. Keep that chin tucked. Drop the belly. Lift the chin. Keep going at your own pace. Keeping that mind-body connection. Creating those wave-like motions. This is one of my favorite movements. You can add in some rolls if you like. This is also great to do when you wake up in the morning. or before you go to bed at night. We will return back to the tabletop. Kick the legs under and find your way to your back. Moving into happy baby. Soles of the feet shine towards the sky. The knees come into the armpits. And you can grab on behind the knees, the ankles, or the outer edges of the feet. And gently sway from side to side. Taking that rocking motion. Let the feet plant back down onto the mat. Cross that right ankle over the left knee. Figure 4 legs. Press that right knee away. Option to stay here, or if you would like a little more stretch, grab behind the left knee, pulling both legs in closer. And the left foot can stay bent, or you can straighten it out. Just find whatever's comfortable for you. Left foot comes back down to the mat. Hug that right knee into the chest. Straighten that left leg. Let's guide that right knee across the left side of the body, letting it fall over towards the left. Arms open up wide, or cactus the arms. Your gaze is over to the right. And breathe. Untwist, hug both knees into the chest. Take some gentle rocks from side to side. Plant the right foot down. Cross that left ankle over that right knee. Press that left knee away. Again, the option to stay here or hug behind that right knee. Pulling it in. Right foot finds the mat. Hug that left knee into the chest. Right leg stretches out long. And guide that left knee across the right side of your body, letting it fall all the way over. Arms open wide, or cactus the arms. Gaze is over to the left. Hug both knees into the chest. Squeeze into a tiny little ball. Let the head lift up. And release everything down to your mat. Get on any final wiggles, final stretches, poses, all before settling in to our final resting pose. And that can be traditional Shavasana or your pose of choice. Let's start to bring some gentle movements back into the body to reawaken. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, open and close the hands. Shift the head from side to side. Add in a nice good morning stretch. You can roll on over to the right side. Take your time getting there. There is no rush. I invite you to come up to a comfortable seat, but if you wish to lay, please do so. I thank you all for sharing your energy with me today. I hope that you feel amazing. The love and light in me sees, honors, and respects the love and light in each and every one of you. Namaste.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. How you feel? Good. Nice. And we did sweat a little bit, but it's a good sweat. It's a good sweat. I hope everyone feels amazing and enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
All right.
Let me know if you have any questions or anything.
Okay. Are you here every Saturday?
This month, yes.
Oh.
Yes. And actually, let me get your names. Let me turn my mic off.